Hi everyone, this video you can see me playing Valorant closed beta, but in this video I want to particularly talk about myself and encourage players who think they are really terrible in this game. They have very bad aim and they probably feel guilty. They cause the team to lose, etc. So the thing is that I never played CSGO, and I'm a relatively, I think, below average first-person shooter player. My aim is most of the time really terrible, and when I started playing this game, it was way off. I couldn't even nail shot. I felt like I'm shooting anything except the person which I was supposed to shoot at. I tried the practice range there, which although nice, I felt like, I don't know, I just want to play the game and see whether I can improve just playing the game itself, rather than spend hours in the shooting range. Well, to my surprise, only after 2 to 3 days, and I didn't play a lot, I played like 1-2 matches each day, I saw a huge improvement. Now I did two things. First of all, I played with the sensitivity of the mouse, so I felt that it's less jerky when I'm aiming, and now moving the mouse cursor. So I feel like I can aim more precisely by just moving the mouse smoothly. And when I do a quick move, I want to make sure that it's not jittering too much. So I just make sure that the sensitivity at the right volume number that I actually feel comfortable with. The other thing is that I continue practicing by just playing the game itself. Those two things made a huge improvement, and I'm telling you that I was actually finishing rounds like 3 kills and 19 deaths, something like that. Just think about this ratio, and this was kind of quite terrible for me. It really felt bad. But after like 3 days, I felt much more confident, and I went into matches. I was less stressed. Again, the mouse sensitivity was on. I felt comfortable with how I actually moved the mouse. And of course, I learned how to position myself better, and also make sure that I pay attention to the noise that I make, and also how I use my utility abilities. So again, all this comes with experience, but you don't need to like spend a year in order to feel that you are getting better. For example, today I played 2 matches, and I think one was the second, and then I was third place. And in terms of kills, I got like 19 kills. I think that's the most that I had right now. And you're gonna see it, maybe 10 deaths, something like that. But 19 kills in a row. This is something that was a dream to me. I thought that I will never be able to do this. And when I saw other people actually eliminating so many enemies, I thought they are like gods, like they are the super pros in this game. Now, of course, there are those toxic players. When I play bad, there are always those undelete, uninstall, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, like I care. Yeah, I don't care a bit. But always people will tell you. But if you do pay attention to this and you feel quite bad, don't. Just don't. So I felt a huge improvement, especially today and the previous. No, I didn't play the previous day, 2 days ago. That my aim is much more precise. I'm less jittery with the mouse. I'm able to put the bullets in. I'm positioning myself better. I'm not rushing like I used to when I play Battlefield or Call of Duty. And I take, sometimes I have some calculated risks. Sometimes I prefer moving, but sometimes I prefer just staying in place and making sure that I position myself well. And it depends on where you're attacking, defending, and how many players are left, etc. Now, I don't say that I'm good. I still feel that I'm a long way to improve, right? I'm just saying this jump from playing the first few days, the first few matches, and then spending more time in the game, playing more days, can significantly improve your gameplay. Now, the thing is that when I played, I saw when I died, I saw other people's cam, and when they actually shoot, I saw them just aiming all over the place. They just, because when you shoot a lot, there's kind of a random positioning of the gun. If you don't doing burst or you're just shooting, pressing the button, not stopping with the auto rifle, for example, it would just go over the place. And I thought to myself, man, if you just put an enemy and let the person use all their abilities and just stand there and try to shoot the enemy, they won't be able to do this even in 1 minute. And I think this part of this is related to stress, of course, lack of experience, because in some way I was like this, maybe not such severe case, but I definitely felt that there was a stress involved. I was less concentrated. And right now, actually, when I'm engaging, I have like half a second where I let myself aim correctly at the head, or at least the body, before I start shooting. Whether I see someone, I just start shooting immediately, no matter what. And that makes a big difference. And sometimes you can see it when you play against relatively amateur, and this is probably the most people are playing right now. And in rank, you're going to play with those if you're a long rank. They do like this. They just start shooting and they just, spray and pray, whether they put the bullets on or not. You can actually see the result, by the way, on the screen. So what I did was actually give myself this little bit of time in order to aim correctly and then shoot. Just this one, I think, increased by my accuracy and my kill death ratio by quite a lot. Now, this is a matter of a few days. So if you are in this situation, spend more time playing and just imagine how good you can be if you play like a month, 2 months, and a year. This is crazy, right? Just think about it. So what you see players are playing good, these are actually the players who went through the same path like you. I'm sure they were not good as you, and the more they play, they get more experience, and they got to the point where they can actually really aim well and be very consistent in their gameplay. Now, in terms of consistency, I can see this even in pros. I see some people who spent thousands of hours in CSGO playing Valorant, and I can see some of them can be very inconsistent. Some of them are consistent, some of them are not consistent. And you can see this is a very important thing, especially for pro players, I believe. So the thing is that I try to make sure that I have kind of my rules in terms of engagement, in terms of how I actually position myself and shoot, and how I learned this. I learned it from watching other streams on Twitch. I see other people play, and of course I add my own thinking into the game and see whether things work. If it doesn't work, of course I correct things, because what I always try to do is learn from my mistakes. Even in this engagement, you can actually see the enemy could have killed me a long time ago, right? And he put a few shots, but I was able to eliminate him because he missed a lot. And this is actually how I actually was playing just a few days before. I'm not telling you that right now it's perfect, of course not, but it's way, way, way better. I mean, where I am, I kind of trust myself that I'm able to, when an enemy appears, to make sure that I nail the aim correctly onto the body or the head, preferably the head, and eliminate them before they're able to shoot at me or eliminate me. Bottom line is, don't be encouraged, don't let anybody else tell you anything, continue playing and you'll get better. And I'm telling you, I'm a below average first person shooter. I'm just quite bad at this again, but with practice you can get much better like I did, even in a few days. So just give it time and you'll do it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye. Cheers.
30 seconds left. One enemy remaining.